Hi friends, Gene Burnett here with a little year-end or nearing year-end message. Um, I'm about to post 23 song videos. I just finished my yearly album project, and I'm just gonna release them all at once, and then I'm gonna share them in social media when the as the time feels right. It's just a lot easier for me to to make them public all at once than to make each one public as I go. And I'm sorry for those of you who are subscribing to my channel, primarily interested in Tai Chi videos, and you get 23 notifications of song videos, but at least they're not spread out over time. It's one burst of 23, and then that's it for big uploads until next year, hopefully, if the gods are with me and I keep writing and keep recording. So soon you'll have 23 notifications for new songs. Now, if you're a Gene Burnett music fan, well, that's great. You get 23 more songs. But if you're not, it's like, ah, shit, 23 more of these goddamn folk songs. But yeah, it's just a lot easier for me to do that. So I appreciate your forbearance if this is a pain in the butt for you getting all these notifications. But it makes life way, way, way easier for me. So expect 23. Let's see, I'm recording this on Saturday, November 2nd. So later on uh, uh, tonight, on the 2nd, probably closer to the later part of the evening, I will be making all these videos public, and you'll get those notes. Also, I'm about to get some dental work done on the old front four. My lower front four have had it. There's so little bone left to support those things. One of them is so loose I could just pull it out of my mouth. So in early December, very early, if everything goes according to plan, I'm going to have those suckers pulled, and I'm going to have a temporary bridge thing put on there, like a little denture thing, until the bone heals up. And then in February sometime, maybe as late as March, but probably in February sometime, once that's healed up, I'll get a permanent bridge down there. Now, what this is going to do to my voice and how I sing and pronounce words, I really don't know. They tell me that you adjust pretty quickly and your tongue gets used to it, and you just learn to sing and talk as you did before. But I have a hard time believing that. So I know it's going to be at least a little bit of a challenge to adjust. And I'll first have to adjust to the temporary and then the permanent. But the permanent shouldn't be too much different from the temporary. So, hopefully before too long I'll be singing again. But I wanted to get this album and my gigs sort of for the year done, so that just in case I can't sing at all, which is likely in the early going, I'll have that covered. Also, for my Sunday night Stay at Home Bodies virtual open mic, I have at least a couple, 2-3 months worth of wild card sets of wild card songs, which are hard to categorize tunes, and I made those mostly last year, thinking I was going to do this earlier this year, but it turned out to work best later in the year. So I have these in the bank. So there'll be no interruption, hopefully, in the Sunday night open mic sets for those of 20 of you or whoever who watch those things. I'm gonna have plenty of those to do, but I'm gonna be healing my mouth here this late winter and early next year, and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, it'll be fine. I'm gonna start writing again very soon because I'm done with all the work of the YouTube videos up are the last thing on my task list for when I do one of these albums. I have an enormous number of little things that need to be done before I can say this album is done. It's already up on my website, geneburnett.com. You can go to musical recordings, download any of the songs. The new album is called Working Title, and it was just a little thing that I threw on the files as I was writing songs because I didn't know what the album was going to be called. I just put Working Title. And then I thought, I got, 20 files here. I don't want to rename all these files. Why, it'll take me 3 whole minutes. So I wrote a song called Working Title and decided to make it the title song so I wouldn't have to relabel those files. So I'm glad I was so lazy because I like the song. In any case, it's up on geneburnett.com very shortly. Later on tonight, they'll all be up here on YouTube. and you know, wish me well while my teeth and jaw here are healing, and hopefully I'll be back to you know, be able to do some live or semi-live open mic sets before too many months go by. Meanwhile, I'm going to be recording, right, you know, every week right up until December 2nd, I think is when or something like that. That first week in December will be the first one that I have to do a wild card set for. So I want to thank you for subscribing and watching whatever of my videos you watch, whether you watch the music or the nature ones occasionally that I do, or the Tai Chi ones. I really appreciate it. And I don't appreciate it because this station or this channel makes me any money. It doesn't. I do this just to be useful, but I appreciate people who are find what I do useful, because it helps give my life some purpose, and I like being useful. So if any of this stuff has been useful and you've left me a comment, or even if it's been useful and you haven't left me a comment, I appreciate you. Yeah. So at the end of the year, I like to make a little minor league fundraising plea. I'm trying to stay in the black. I'd like my music to cost me no more than I make from it. I don't spend much on music. My albums are pretty cheap, but still they're usually more than I typically make in live gigs. So you know, donations, also streaming brings in a little bit. So if you care to make a donation to the cause here, if you've gotten any value from all these free videos, geneburnett.com, musical you know, recordings, music videos, Tai Chi videos, whatever, and you feel like tossing me a few bucks, I would appreciate it. It just makes my life a little bit easier. So no donation is too small, no donation is too big. There's a link right below this video. There's also a link below every single video that I produce on YouTube, just saying, hey, if you find this useful and you feel like tossing me a few bucks, that would be great. So no guilt tripping here. If you want to use my music, take all 42 albums that are up on my site, download them all, and share them with all your friends. I don't care. That would be great. In fact, I do care. I would love it if you did that. But if you don't donate a penny to my PayPal digital tip jar, I don't care. That's fine. If you do decide to donate, but that's wonderful. I always appreciate it. It makes my day. You know, money from the internet voluntarily given for things that are useful, that aren't, there's no paywall here. So there's no commercials on this channel, unless somebody claims that I stole their melody or something, and then they could stick commercials on it. But I hope there's no commercials on anything that you see here. So if you feel like tossing me a few bucks, that would be awesome. But if not, that's also awesome, especially if you find this channel useful and use it for anything in your life. So, okay, that's my year-end message. We're coming up on an election. Things could get nuts. In fact, they probably will get nuts. I don't even think I'm going to leave the house for about a week. I'm going to teach in the backyard. So I wish us all luck getting through that. And then the holiday season and my teeth, and then hopefully steaming into next year, we'll have a new a wave of songs and Tai Chi videos and nature videos, and maybe even a stab at humor here and there. So take good care, breathe deep, and see you on the other side of whatever side we're on.